Merry Christmas, kind of. We are leaving for our Christmas vacation this morning. It is currently 4:58 a.m. We've been up since 3 to get ready and pack the car, and I have to say, I am never gonna compromise on a garage ever again. When we move back to the States, that is priority 1. Because moving all our stuff to the car last night and then having to repack it this morning with the final things was awful. It was awful. And so we are on our way to Salzburg, and we're gonna spend a couple days there, and then we're going to the Austrian Alps for Christmas. We'll bring you along with us. Should be a good time. I'm gonna take a nap now. We are in Salzburg. First stop was the Christmas market, and it's amazing here. The Glühwein, of course, and we are just snacking our way through the market, and it's really, really cute here. They're doing it right. Okay, so right now we are touring the royal chambers of the castle, which is really, really neat. I will show you an awesome advanced toilet for the time. Makes you real thankful for the indoor plumbing we have now. Okay, we are at the oldest bakery in Salzburg. We got some Brötchen. Zoe is enjoying it. And there's a really cool water wheel behind me. And this is definitely like worth a check out. There's only a couple options left. It's still late in the day, so I suggest you get here earlier so you can have your options of bread. But it's so soft. It's so good. It's just a really cool place too. Zoe, how's the bread? Can you show me bread? Do you have the bread? Is it delicious? Mmm. All right, we're at St. Peter's Abbey. I'll show you inside the Abbey. We'll go in a minute. And it's a cemetery, and the crosses and tombs and graves are very, very ornate. It's really interesting. In the Abbey, and it is super, super cold in here. Like, you can see your breath. It's crazy cold. It's kind of freaking me out. But the Abbey is from 1492. Okay, so all along the outside of the cemetery are like the family crypts. Also, you can apparently still be buried in the cemetery. We've seen graves from, like, fresh looking graves from 2018. So it's interesting because normally when you see like old cemeteries like this, they're old. You cannot be buried here. So I'm gonna do a little more research, find out about this place. But it was really interesting. The Abbey and stuff inside is from 1491. I said it was from 1492, my mistake. And it was very cold in here. It's not cold really outside. I know I'm wearing my scarf and everything. It's about 40 degrees. It's not too bad. But in there, I mean, you could see our breath. It must have been like 15 or 20 degrees. It was very cold in there. And there were people buried. You can see all the crypt writing and stuff, the tombstones on the floor and on the wall. It was something else. Okay, so there are catacombs here, and all of these tombstones all around that they have hanging up will be from the people they put in the catacombs. But unfortunately they're closed today for the holiday season, so we're not going to get to go inside of them. But if you are here, not in the holiday season, I suggest you check them out. It's probably pretty interesting. We found mac and cheese! Check it out! It's amazing. It's so good. It's so special. It's amazing. We're at the Christmas market. And I got a Eisenbauer Krapfen.
Bauernkrapfen.
Derek will say it for you later.
Bauernkrapfen. Heiße Bauernkrapfen.
Everyone's just been eating them. They're like fried bread with sauerkraut on top. Also, all the lights just went out.
Concert going on up there, or the live music going up there. That's cool. You want to try it?
Yeah, interesting. Okay. It's fried bread with sauerkraut on top of it. I don't know. Alright, we're at the Christmas market, and it's like the music that was started going earlier. It's like dueling Christmas bands. I don't even know, trumpets? There's one over here, one behind me, one in front of me, and one behind me. And it's awesome! It's like one goes and the other answers, and so does the other one. It goes in a circle. It's really cool. Alright guys, we are done with Salzburg, and it was magical and amazing, and also rained a lot. So maybe slightly less magical than it would have been had it been snowing. But we specifically went there for the Christmas markets and to see the castle, and they were both amazing. The Christmas market was everything a Christmas market should be. I was gonna say a German Christmas market, but technically we were in Austria. But you know,
Germanic region.
Yeah, it's all the same region. So, but it was so magical and so lovely. There was like dueling rooftop classical like band. I don't know, like quartets. Zoe's back there trying to put on her shoe and she's not having it. But there was like dueling rooftop quartets at one point. Zoe. Zoe's giving you her impressions of what they sounded like. They sounded much better than that. The food at the Christmas market is amazing. It was all really good. There was a lot of sauerkraut, which made me happy because I really like sauerkraut. We got some gingerbread for later, so I'm excited to try that. There was no like fresh gingerbread. I kept expecting at the Christmas markets to find like hot out of the oven gingerbread and like the smell of gingerbread in the air, because whenever I listen to like podcasts about the Christmas markets, that's what they talk about, and I have yet to find that. Yeah, that's how we all feel about it. Okay, so we went and toured the castle, which was really cool. We got the all access pass, which was great because we could go to the museum in the castle. There was a bunch of royal like chambers that you could tour, and that all was extra. So if you just get the all-inclusive pass, you get the audio tour as well as all the extras, which was great. Our hotel was called the, hang on, the Kaiser Brau Altstadt Hotel in Salzburg. It was actually only one of 4 hotels inside the city center. You actually had to like punch a code into a gate. A little ballard went down into the ground. You drove over and it went back up. So like you could not easily get into the main part of the city. Definitely worth staying in there. It was great because the Christmas market was right around the corner. The restaurants were around the corner. There's cute little shops, tons of like art studios. The art is wonderful there. They're all really into like watercolor. We actually got some watercolor art, which was really cool. And then what else did we do? Oh, we went to the salt mine tour. That was amazing. Now I don't have any footage of that because they don't allow like camera, like filming or pictures inside because it is still a working salt mine. So they don't allow that just for security reasons. But they give you coveralls, like you're going mining. Zoe was the cutest little thing ever. But it's such a cool tour. There's 2 different like giant slides that you go down. So you like pile up together and go down a slide. There's a train that you take into the mine and out of the mine. There's an underground lake. So you go across the lake, it's like a salt lake. You go across the lake on a boat, and I felt like I was in, so you know Harry Potter in the 6th movie, when Harry and Dumbledore go across the lake and you can't touch the water and they're going to the island? That's what I felt like I was in. And I was like, Derek, don't touch the water. But it was funny after the, then they put this like cool light show on, like as you're crossing in the boat. And then they let you taste the water. There's like a little fountain. They let you like taste the salt water, and it's salt water. But it was just a really cool tour. That's an audio tour as well, and you have your little guide or whatever. But there's a man who like takes you through the whole tour, and he was great. His like Austrian German was wonderful. I love Austrian German because it's like there's like it's very like up and down, like they're singing. It's so great. I kept asking Derek what he was saying, and he did not understand because it's very different German than the German he speaks. But Salzburg is great. I can't wait to go back and do the Mozart House and the Mirabel Gardens, and we're gonna go see the Eagle's Nest, Hitler's Eagle Nest. It's closed in the winter, so we didn't bother going up there. I think we saw it briefly as we were driving to the salt mine, because there was like a giant looking house thing perched up on a mountainside, and we were like, well, that has to be it because we're nearby, and like what else would that be? So I'm looking forward to going back and exploring all of that and maybe getting nicer weather when it's not pouring rain. But man, Salzburg is one of my favorite cities so far. That and Cologne, they're both like right up there. They're really cool cities, so alive, so festive, so full of art and people, and everyone spoke English really well here, so that was great for me. But yeah, I loved it. I'll go ahead and link our hotel down below, so look into that hotel if you're going there, because it was a really cool hotel. Everyone was super nice. Go ahead and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and follow us on Snapchat and Instagram for kind of updates of where we're at and what we're doing, and we can't wait to explore more with you. Catch you later.